People died in Panama City beach water over the weekend. Officials say they've made thousands of rescues this year alone. Steve, when we talk about it, it's so unfortunate because a lot of people going on family vacations, right? You don't anticipate this, but you really have to take some of this stuff seriously when you're out there with your family, with adults out there swimming.
And everybody's going to be headed, a lot of folks going to be headed to the beaches very soon.
Yeah, and hopefully it's a wake-up call when you hear about a former college and NFL quarterback, a guy
Healthy,
that's probably very
strong.
fit, who lost his life, the real threat that's out there. This was a picture shared by the Bay County, Florida Sheriff's Office over around Panama City Beach. Now, if you're up in a condo and looking down, gives you a little better perspective on where some of these rip currents might be. So what you want to look for when you have the opportunity, before you're actually down beach level, it's a little harder to see beach level, but can you make out these shades where the water's a little bit darker? That's evidence of a rip current right there. We've got waves breaking in here, waves breaking towards shore. But where you see this darker shading, that's actually the flow going offshore. Those are some of those rip currents developing, and a number shown in this one picture here taken from a helicopter. So here's a little different perspective on it. If you are down at the beach and trying to figure out this rip current threat, one thing to look for, where you see waves breaking towards the shore, believe it or not, generally going to be a little bit safer, where you see the water coming towards shore. But if you see an area where you're not seeing the waves and the white caps, that could very well be evidence of one of these rip currents developing and the water moving away from the shore. So what happens? What do you do if you do feel yourself getting caught in one of these rip currents? Because if you've been to the beach through the years, chances are you felt what some people call the undertow. You might have been caught in one of these before. It's real easy to panic. We get it, right? But what's key is to try and remain calm and swim parallel to shore. That'll help get you out of that rip current and give you the opportunity to make your way back to shore, not fighting that flow that's pulling you away from the beach. So don't fight it. Swim parallel to the shore. If you can't escape that rip current, do your best to try and float. Don't expend so much energy trying to fight it and get back to the shore. And of course, just try to make some noise to get some help out there. But take this threat seriously. We have seen a number, as you heard, number of fatalities over in Florida. Saw a couple over around Gulf Shores and Orange Beach as well. It's been a very real threat in recent weeks. All right,